Hi guys, it's Melissa from 70 Acres Studio, and I'm actually at 70 Acres. Stacy over at Pink Poodle Craft issued a challenge on the Pink Poodle Pack Playground Facebook group, asking us to create a minimum of 6 postcards and mail them out to 6 random people on the group. And I'm a little bit late to the challenge. I have been so busy I haven't had time to actually keep up with all the list activities. But I have here 9 postcards, and it has taken 3 days and it's still, they're not dry. If they accidentally go together, they stick and the paint pulls off. I have probably 5 coats of gesso on each side, and on some of them I gave up using gesso and I went to Kills, which is a heavy-duty primer that will basically cover anything. The Kills are what's on this side, and this is the gesso. And these, like I said, if you leave them sit together on top of each other, they will stick. But at this point, it's do or die. It has been absolutely pouring here in Ashe County. We had tornado watches today, flash floods, and flood warnings. I was stuck at the car dealer all day with my truck, thanks to the horrible dealer on Long Island who screwed my truck up badly. So I spent all day there, sitting there in their very uncomfortable chairs and their very uncomfortable waiting room, and ended up paying them $1,000 to fix all the problems. Oh well. So I didn't get much time to art, and because it's been so horrendously damp down here, these are not drying. But I'm going to march ahead and I'm going to start slapping some paint on them. Tomorrow we have to take our dog Rosie to the vet at 8:30 for surgery. She has some kind of growth on the back of her leg by the base of her tail, and it's getting bigger. It looked like it might be an abscess, and there was a head on it, and I lanced it. I got a lot of clear, odorless fluid out of it, but it came back, and now it's even bigger, and there's some hard things in there. So we're slightly concerned. And we like the vet down here. He's not fancy, you know, let's get to the point and let's do what we can, and he doesn't charge $500 to walk on the dog like the guys up in New York. So we like to bring Rosie down here. I've got all the colors on. They are quite bright and colorful. And tomorrow I will play with, I think what I want to do is collage on here. And for that I'm going to need some vintage magazines. I have this copy of Vogue that somebody gave me at work. And there's some, there's some pretty good images on here. I might be able to use some of them. But I'd like an option of something with some whimsy also. Like that. That guy works. That would definitely work. Yeah, this might work actually. So we'll have to see. See what the antique mall has to offer. For some vintage goodness. Those might work. That one works. Kind of large for this, but I might be able to make it work. We will see. But for now, that might work, yeah. For now, it's time to go to bed. Because I've got to get up early in the morning and get the dog to the vet. So I'm going to let these dry overnight. Hopefully they'll dry and I'll come back then. Hi everybody. Well, it's been a very busy day. We had to take Rosie to the vet this morning for surgery. And we were doing some other errands, and I went to the antique mall, and I ended up getting one cool book. This is Open Mandala Journey by Mary Campbell. And what I liked about it was the quotes are not on the same page as the mandalas, so you don't lose any content. If you really like the quotes, you can use them, and if you really like the mandala, you can use it and you don't have to choose between them. So I think they're really nice. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cut them up or if I'm just going to turn this into a journal. So I thought that was nice. But I got no vintage magazines or anything. I tried doodling a little bit and I kind of like it. And I was going to play with some new stamps that I have here. I have another pack, and I don't know where they went. Let's take a look here. Okay, so after the antique mall, we went back to the Ford dealer with the truck because the rear tire was smoking, and that's usually not a good sign. And it was squealing even though we weren't using the brake. And it turned out that even though we had a complete brake job on the rear yesterday, to the tune of $1,000, the calipers locked up. So we sat there for another 3 or 4 hours while they fixed it. And Rosie did just fine. She's home. She's got a butt-o stitches. She's got about 8 stitches in the top of her leg. And the vet up in New York, the vet would have charged anywhere from, say, $600 to $1,000. The vet down here charged $91. That's it, $91. Now you know why I bring her down here. My acrylic block. That was bright, Melissa. Oh well, we'll make do. We'll figure it out. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put that on the back and use that. And we'll see how it goes. These pages are still sticky. Nothing is drying. Nothing. Alrighty. Let's see how that works. Oh, that came out good. Yeah, I like that. You do that on a couple more. Yeah, I like that. That is a nice stamp. Yes, sirree, Bob. Hi guys, I'm back. So I did a little doodling on these, and I did a little stamping. And I went through my collage pile, and I found an item for each page. So we're going to go with this amethyst crystal on this one. That came from a paint brochure. It actually came from this one. And I'm going to put that one on there. And this came from a Vogue magazine. This came from another paint brochure. This I found on Pinterest, this really brightly colored door. This came from Vogue. This came from Vogue. This came off of a paint brochure. And lastly we have this guy. Give me 1 second here. He's going on like this. And there you go. He also came off one of the paint brochures. When I am done gluing these things down, I will come back and I can do some more doodling, or not exactly sure. They definitely need a little something else, maybe some white splatters or some doodles of some sort. Hi guys, it's Melissa. I am back. This has been a long process. I started these while we were down at the farm, and I've been struggling to get them finished since we got home. So I had started with 9 cards, and one of them the paint blistered. So I cast that one aside, and this is what we ended up with. I made 8. And this one was a butterfly from a paint brochure. I just did some doodling on it. And that's that one. That one is going to, they're all going to Pink Poodle Quack Creative Playground members. It's a Facebook group, and I don't want to give their names in case they don't want that information out there. This one is, I'll say that this is going to a Donna S. in California. This one has a door, and it's just a picture I saw on Pinterest. And this one is going to an Ashley P. in Oregon. This one is a picture from a Vogue magazine, and I mean, you know, cute little Asian girl with bright pink hair and a camel. Okay. So I didn't really do much to it. I doodled a little bit on her hair and around some of the paint blobs. And when you're working with glossy images, especially from magazines, if they get any kind of abrasion onto the surface, the ink comes off. And that's what happened here, and I could not match the color of his face, so I just stuck a rose on there. That one is going to a Becky M. in South Carolina. You know who you are, Becky. This one again is an image of an amethyst crystal from a paint brochure. And I just did some doodling on there. I was running out of inspiration and I wanted to get them out before the deadline. This is going to a Tammy L. in Illinois. And this is again from a paint brochure, and I stuck a butterfly sticker and a few additional flower stickers and did a little bit of doodling on it. This is going to Linda R. in Alaska. This is another Vogue image. And I just did some stamping and doodling on it. And this is going to Sheila B. in Wisconsin. This is another Vogue image. And I did not put those eyebrows on there. I doodled with her eyes and her lips, but those eyebrows were there, which is why I used the image. And I'm sending this one to our lovely leader, Stacy, in Tennessee. And this is the last one. Again, it's a chameleon from a paint brochure, and I cut out the part that his tail was wrapped around. It was a splash blob. The image, the paint shapes that were left kind of looked like hair, and I started seeing a face, so I just doodled around it, and it's silly and it's not very good, but it is what it is. And that one is going to Karen L. in Wisconsin. And that is the end of this challenge. I've completed it. They are all stamped and they're all going into the mail tomorrow. Hi everyone, it's Melissa from 70 Acres Studio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd be grateful if you'd please give me a thumbs up and a kind comment down below. Please share my channel with your friends and on your social media. And please subscribe. When you subscribe, please click the alarm bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Thanks for helping grow my channel. So long now.